and that act requires us to be at war with the country, or for them to be invaded us, which is probably not true.
Well, okay, well, there's actually a really detailed article about
To be clear, there's absolutely no detailed argument about how that can work. The only way that it does is to confound basically the gangs with the actual Venezuelan government, and to say because they have some members that are inside the government that account
report about how the Venezuelan government, the Maduro regime,
strangely,
trained paratroopers to come into the United States, go to various states in the United States. Again, I don't really give a about that.
Oh, I thought you said you cared about policy and rule of law. I do.
Clearly you don't. Apparently you don't, because you don't think that 15,000 people coming into the country illegally on a daily basis is not a problem. And
I did think it was a problem. That's why I supported the bill.
Well, you just said, no, you
but I prefer to have legislation from Congress for immigration rather than just executive orders from the president.
It's not a crisis.
Do you think executive orders are better, or do you think legislation
New Yorkers? Can we finish?
Like, what do you think?
Point, or you
no, because you just keep it's like a quiz. I'm curious. Do you think that it would have been better to pass the bill, or just to do things via executive action?
I think it's better to deter when it comes down to a crisis.
Is it better to have comprehensive border legislation or an executive order that can be rescinded by the president?
The crisis, you deter the crisis from happening, and once you don't have a crisis anymore, you can focus on reforming the immigration law.
So if after 4 years, if Trump doesn't have an immigration bill, do you think that would have been a failure of this administration?
I think that if they don't reform the asylum and close the loopholes when it comes down to asylum now that we don't have the crisis at the southern border, I think that'll be a failure by the administration. Absolutely. But it's a whole...
Yeah, then we'll wait and see what happens in 4 years when they don't have another border bill.
Well, we'll come back here in about 3.5 years.
Okay.